What up? What up? What up? What up? Puss a tit. Yeah, so good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Back on the road today. So I just got done with the shower. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning now. It's gonna be a hot week. The next town is about 3.5 hours, maybe 4 hours with the side wind that I'll be taking on this morning. And with the side wind coming from the south, there's just that flurrying into traffic. If I get a gust, I just need to make sure that I'm strong arming it. But it's going to be a gruel. The next, with the heat, with the wind, it's going to be a gruel, but we're following, I'd like to kind of maybe follow the interstate a little bit closer. We'll see. We'll get out there. Y'all will find out. I just wanted one last clip from the hotel. Excellent hotel because it was built to be like a cobblestone in its suites, and the owner has been here for like 26 years. So I'll show you why it's cool, but you get like a little hangout area there. That's kind of aged, but it comes equipped with the iron and the ironing board and like the kitchen setup and the lights and the fridge and the microwave, the glass right against the back wall, and it just, I guess, not built to be a Motel 6. Like the hair dryer right attached to there. This is awesome. It's just a really cool iteration. Like once they build Motel 6s to be Motel 6s, but then to get one that was built to be something else, it's pretty cool when they turn it into a Motel 6, because it's like, finally, the 2000s cobblestone inn and suites edition of the Motel 6. All right, let's get up the road. I'm gonna go change the frame rate on this thing. Yeah, should we try 60K? Let's do it. 60 frames per second, 60K. Gotta head south before I can head east. It's different. It's definitely different. Finally different. I feel a little bit more sane going down elevation. There's depravity that comes with living in such aridness for the sake of, I don't know, tradition or homesteading. It's just better down here, man. So from this point on, we should see towns pretty close. I wanted to say, because it didn't take me long to get to this next town, through bicycle touring, you can kind of out-evolve the human mind. What I mean is, if you live in a small town that maybe had its own identity, like a next town over kind of vibe, or even a town that's really desolate, like Dove Creek. Either way, you set the parameter for like your highest expectancy of life and enjoyment to be how isolated you are from your neighbor. Like you have your own kingdom. For example, because I can bicycle tour and get better at it and move faster and need to depend less on towns, I can move through towns so quick. And when you meet people there, there's no location based, and it's like, come on guys, come on guys. You don't have like dogs that just kind of get this, not dogs, but like anything that gets distracted by other scents, and it's like, come on, Let's go do other stuff with our lives instead of just grow ethanol, fuel-based corn, or whatever. Are you ready for small town America? As we're about to hit the next town. I guess they're all kind of jumbled up by the railroad. We're following a rail now, so most of America can kind of be built from the inside out in terms of the railroad. Hill Rose, you can't see the sign, but Hill Rose city limit. Wow, elevation, guys. Last time I checked was like 5,500. Right now, 4165. That is about the beginning of the slow staircase down to the Mississippi River, or toward, I think it's Dubuque is on the Mississippi. Omaha, I think, is on the Missouri, which might be about 2,000 feet. I'm not sure. I thought it was like a 2,000, 4,000 slow staircase, but we're gonna go pretty fast. I was looking forward to crossing the plains. The plains don't daunt me. The more you travel across the country and through the skate park, you can kind of get your mind around like, okay, this isn't a big deal. I need to actually use this section to gain momentum to hit my first jump. There we go, a little shade. Nice trees. Is it getting more humid? I'm noticing my camera's getting a little foggy. Yeah, we got a segment called the predictions for the day. No, don't do that, Caleb. All right, so the rail line, finally following the rail line. Maryland, in a way, this is very sad for Maryland because she does not like the sound of trains. She doesn't like anything about the train. And this train, or this railway, really important to establishing the country, goods, stores, pretty much what I'm going to depend on a broader scale. So not like they would back in the day, but like I'll need to hit these small towns that were built up by the railway, which is part of my strategy. In addition to, I don't know where it is, but the South Platte River meets the North Platte, I think in North Platte, Nebraska. So we're gonna take a waterway down toward the middle of the country and kind of decide from there where we're gonna go. But I can't die in the West, man. It's kind of still a godless land. I mean, politically it can be Christian, being transphobic, for example, maybe never having read the whole Bible, but believing I'm a Christian, I'm American, I'm a Christian American. Have you ever seen the South Park episode where they this macho newly converted Christian beats up Jesus for being kind of gay? If you don't know what it means to walk with Jesus through all the ups and downs, and you kind of use it like a flag, I'd watch out for that. I'd watch out for a lot of stuff. Stripping it down, making it minimal, making it more easy, not trying to jam your life full of stuff, and that really doesn't mean anything if you don't know the Lord. Ooh, boy, this is fun to watch, but you only get one life to live. You want to save your life in this world, you're going to lose it. You'll lose your life, man. Wow, that is cool. It's like burning the tips of it. Burning something. All right, anybody who's a farmer, let me know what's going on. Never seen that before. but I smelt it. I thought what I was smelling was manure. That would make more sense. I'm really curious now what that means. So after that last clip, I was talking to y'all. I was like, man, I need to talk to God. So I've been praying and just looked up and this is incredible. All right, we are approaching the South Platte River right there. So we're gonna see if there's any water. Not to drink, just to see how it's flowing. All right, it's going really good. Pretty quiet road. Oh, awesome. Check it out. We got some flow in the South Platte River. And so we're heading north right now. We will follow the South Platte River. I don't know how far entirely we will do it, because I believe there's an option up here to head north in Sterling, and I believe ride to the North Platte River, which might consist of cresting a hill and then riding down the other side to the North Platte and following the North Platte to North Platte, Nebraska, where it meets the South Platte and run out to the Missouri from there, I believe. So we're gonna keep riding. Grateful for the shade right here. Just how much trees, how many trees, birds, and nature get to exist out here in eastern Colorado because of these rivers. Very grateful to be following the river east. And you can, it's just night and day from like Ordway and Lyman and Pueblo. Much more green grass, trees, people who are a little bit more relaxed. All right, we're coming up on another town. I think I'm gonna start seeing Casey's here soon enough, I'm hoping. This city is called Merino, like the wool, or Dan Marino, but an E instead of an A. The city limit is right where this sign is. The elevation, guys, we've come down 100 feet. We're at 4,035. It's gonna be pretty incredible to get below 4,000 here soon. Probably by the time we get halfway to the next town. But I got to thinking, man, we're gonna see Casey's here soon enough. And they got some excellent breakfast pizza, which we might be able to get a slice of. Maybe if not today, tomorrow. People back west remind me of rabid animals. So I would just pass some people playing ball at a ball field. And I was like, wow, this is real America right here. My heart fluttered for a second. I thought that was a Casey's. Hunt Brothers Pizza signs make my heart flutter. Wow. Cute little town. Yeah, no disrespect. I got that remark when I left my last town, Dove Creek. Said, you disrespected the town. In the world, not of the world. Let's go. Yeah, but out here, man, just salt of the earth people. Like, my daddy used to play baseball too. No disrespect. All right, we got 13 miles to Sterling, which is the kind of the next bigger town. They probably got some fast food. And there's a town halfway between there. So we've made it. We've made it down from the mountains. Out of the unknown. Back to a little more normality. Check this out. I got my own little private road for about 3 miles. At least I'll tell them that's what the guy back there said. I was gonna update you guys, but I think I have to get off again. They haven't gotten this far. They're putting asphalt on these sections. Right here. Four miles away from Sterling. There's no elevation marker, but I'm sure we're under 4,000 feet now. So this is Sterling, Colorado, a Colorado treasure. And I got two options: continue or get off the road. Try to get off the road a little early here. There's an interstate nearby with a Super 8. This is cool. Thought I would like to try to stay in, get out of the heat. Amazing. It's kind of like being on an eastern town. This is awesome. Built around the time they built the railroad. A lot of industry lining this railroad. Yeah, so there's a bridge up here, cross the interstate, or go up to the interstate, cross the rail tracks. It would be 128, and that's something that I would afford through donations. So would also get a chance to get Maryland out of the heat. All right, I'm gonna be honest. So we're in Sterling now. I'm not gonna go to the Super 8. All right, so I'm kind of back and forth on things. Tough day. It's all right, we'll take it in increments. I don't want Maryland. I don't, it's a little irresponsible to make another send without consulting my kitty cat. So there's a rest area between the main part of town and the interstate. So it would be south of here. But that would give us a peaceful place to draft up a plan, even if it means waiting out the rest of the day. I guess I could push it. I don't know what to do. All right, we're making our way south now. We're gonna go to the interstate rest area and formulate a plan, or at least beat the heat. South Platte River. So I'm about 4 minutes from the rest area. I'm gonna give Marilyn somewhere to eat, drink, use the potty, rest, and then I'm gonna try my hand out reaching out to some people and see if we can get into this Super 8 and get ready for another. I'll definitely have to wake up earlier. I got a good few hours in. I don't want to, I can own it. I can say I'm having a hard time right now. Just kind of developing the right plan. There is no right plan. I just want to give Marilyn a chance to take a break. And it's supposed to be hot this week, so might need to take it in little sections. Alright, Marilyn is ready to get out of the carrier. I just need to find the restroom real quick, and I'll tell you my plan. Alright, so we're at the Overland Trail Museum, and I just went inside and asked if I could use their picnic table so that Marilyn can walk around. Give me a second, baby tits. All right, so there is a Best Western over there. Total cost $178. There's a Super 8 up the road. Total cost $128. Difference. The Best Western is nicer. right, so this is gonna be base camp for the time. All right, so yeah, I went over to the Best Western, and the lady talked to her GM, and without the owner getting upset, they could bring it down with the pet feed on 178. Now, I'm not entirely committed, but what I am committed to right now is getting Overland off the bike. Yeah, she's a little restless right now. We got a later start than we maybe should have. There she is, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Marilyn Monroe. Very nice grassy area for her to take a break in. I'm gonna put her food and water out, and then I'm gonna spend some time reconnecting with some contacts and letting them know what we're doing right now. We're not just staying put, we're on the move, and people love getting involved and being a part of that. So let's see how long this takes. Yeah, Overland Museum Park seems like a really peaceful place. The guy was super kind about letting me park up here. So yeah, we're between the town and the interstate, closer to the interstate. And I don't want to look at my map yet until this afternoon to get an idea about what's ahead and what direction we can take. Right now, for the next, let's say check-in's at 3 o'clock. That way mentally I can kind of back off of the pressure of like, we need to get into the hotel room to get ready for tomorrow. This is my journey and I will take all of it as it comes. I'm setting my reticular activating system to staying at that Best Western, and that'll be that. I'm gonna shop nearby, and then I'm gonna wake up early, and then me and Marilyn are gonna get further up the road. But for right now, Marilyn doesn't really have too many requests. It's not like she needs to go any further up the road. I feel like staying still is not a good thing or something to be like avoided, but I want to accept that I'm accepted here. I'm gonna take a break. I'm in the shade. I'm very grateful for that, and I will pray that there's people who God has prepared to help us out with donations to be able to stay where we pick to stay, and not just pick a worse option, a cheaper option, because we feel like we don't deserve it. So let's see how this goes. We're going from $0 right now, and I got a couple other goals, so I'm gonna try to aim for like 300, and I'll tell you about them later. So they built this in 1938 as a museum. It's incredible. As you could think about, in 1938, they probably built it, kind of really probably blended in back then. Now they got so many more businesses and highway here, but it's kind of cool. We got our own little section of the 30s. All right, that's how the reticular activating system works. And we got an outdoor pool right there. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, we made it to this Best Western here in, what town is this, Maryland? I don't know, what town is this? Oh, Sterling, Colorado. So, one of our last stops in Colorado, and thank you to everybody that sent us a donation today. This is gonna be a really good night and a chance for us to recuperate a little bit more and get ready for the push across the plains. So here it is, Sterling Best Western. We're running to pick up some supplies from the store. All right, Marilyn's got situated with that food. You know what I gotta No, bro. I gotta jump in the pool, bro. I gotta jump in the pool. Get in the pool, bro. Dude, I just gotta get in the pool, bro. I just gotta get in the pool, dog. Wow, that's awesome. Yes, Scott. Look at it. You can see the world. You can see the whole universe in Marilyn's eyes right now. We're at the pool. This lady's at the pool, and Marilyn is just